Hi guys, time for this week's Virgo reading, and the best time for it is whenever you're watching it, by the way. This is early August, but whenever you're watching it is the best time, it really is. That's the way people are drawn together. And without pulling a single card, I'm starting to think about synergies coming up because that has been the first subject. So I'm shuffling, asking for 3 card spread, please, for the sign of Virgo. And the first card in that spread is the Knight of Pentacles. Not a character to be messed with, although it looks like rather a lot of people have messed with him. He looks just a little bit kind of obsessive, just a little bit kind of compulsive here. But he is a knight, so he does have a great deal of energy to bring to bear. It's earth sign energy, so it's Capricorn, it's Taurus, and it's you guys, Virgo, as well. So this really is a lot to do with you, and certainly like-minded people around you. This is a situation, Virgo, where like-minded people and being in tune with your soul group may not actually provide the whole answer. You've got to persuade someone who is kind of just slightly out of the realm of understanding what you're all about and where you're at the moment. You're going to have to get information from this guy, and it looks like you might have to put up with listening to rather a lot of stuff you don't really want to hear and aren't really interested in. But do listen anyway, because it's Pentacles energy. It's all the elements working together under the control of the divine. And it's very earthy, and it's very much for you, Virgo. So I'm going to say get grounded. He's riding side saddle here. That's not the safest thing. And things do look rather precarious in this card. Excuse me. Oh, how I wish I could edit video. Now, I could, I learned to edit video, then they changed the editing software. Now I can't. Because the way Apple apps and things work is, it seems anyway, to be that there's kind of one basic program, and all the video editing programs seem to run on that, and they just all change. I just can't do it. So there we go. I left my coffin. But the reason I went on and on about that at this point, guys, is that this is part of the problem. Whatever's supposed to be supporting you, wherever you're putting your work in, isn't actually completely in tune with what you're doing. So it is about kind of getting the intent right. Intent is absolutely everything. Now, this character needs a bit of encouragement, but will get great things done if we kind of allow him to and don't lean on him too much and persuade him that we're going the right way as well. Okay, so into Ask an Angel now by Tony Carmine Salerno, a great painter. He works out of Blue Angel Galleries in Australia, paints and paints and paints all the time, and every now and again puts some of those paintings together into a card deck. So I'm asking, tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles in this reading for Virgo. Yep, and it's forgiveness. It's Archangel Zadkiel. It's all about forgiveness. And can you see the huge amount of turquoise there is in this image? This is because the truth is all around, and this character needs to kind of speak her way out into the truth. So getting those things said is all part of getting the things done that actually need to happen, that are going to actually move you on from this situation, which is just not ideal. I don't feel you're entirely in control, Virgo, when this card comes up. But this character, he does have a fair bit of Virgo energy, actually. So things aren't as far out of control as they seem. Just keep on speaking your truth, as that turquoise colour in here suggests, because there's a fire in this angel's heart here. It is Zadkiel, and there's a fire in her heart, and there are great rays, almost as sunshine, shining out of that heart. That heart is what beats in the centre of all of us, and it needs to be able to beat. You need to be able to speak your truth, and that, I hope, will bring some forward motion. But let's see where we're going as I shuffle again and say, give us the next card, please, in this 3-card reading for the sign of Virgo, which I'm doing right at the beginning of August 2019. But the time for this is whenever you're ready. Okay, Virgo. So the next card is Knight of Wands. Whoa, more knight energy. There's a definite need to persuade people here. We need to persuade people, and we kind of need to support people who are helping us as well. 2 nights in a row, that really gives me that message out of this reading. Now, this is the middle card of a 3-card spread for Virgo, so this in so many ways is the heart of the matter. Now, the Leo aspect of this card is really picked up on quite strongly, being Wands energy, Aries, Leo, excuse me, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But it's fire sign energy, you know, and it's actually about getting things done. It's actually about making a difference. And the Knight of Wands here is very keen on making a difference, and he's going off to do that no matter what. The horse is active there; it's kind of almost rampant, so he's running forward and he wants to get things done. Has he got time for you? Well, maybe he's a part of you. Maybe Leo, and maybe Virgo. I'm sorry. Maybe you just haven't got time for yourself. You know, some part of yourself isn't really sure about where you're going. And it's not surprising after the Knight of Pentacles, who would make anyone question anything, I'm sure. Okay, but try and make an impression on this character, okay? Because he actually needs your help in so many ways. He has those needs, but he's convinced he's got to go out there and keep on doing what he thinks he does best. Okay, tell us more, please, about the Knight of Wands in this reading for the sign of Virgo. Tell us more, please, for Virgo in this reading about the Knight of Wands. And we've got Heaven and Earth, Archangel Metatron. So now this is all about knowing for sure that we're doing the right thing. It also shows a lot of healing energy. Whenever I've used this in psychic readings, I find actually, and it really has been every time, it's had something to do with kind of healing energy surrounding a person one way or another. But it looks a very, very tangled web, Virgo, and that's not going to sit very well with you guys, because it's much nicer to have things clean cut, to know where you are, to know where you're going, and to know what's happening. But look, all this wacky energy that's folding around this character, spiraling around her in so many ways, and it is Archangel Metatron. It is that Metatronic energy, because it's a bringing together of absolutely everything. And that means consolidation, yeah? There's love all over this. There are hearts. There are the 3 stars coming in, suggesting to me in this card that there's spiritual energy. There are people in the spirit world we can turn to for help. You can ask your angels. You can always do that. I guess you know that by now. I certainly do. But don't forget, we do sometimes forget to ask the angels, so do remember to ask them, okay? Because that clarity that we're looking for is going to make a big difference to what the Knight of Wands can do for us here. A massive difference. Okay, so that is the Knight of Wands and Heaven and Earth and Archangel Metatron there, right in the heart of the reading. Where else do you want him to be? Goodness me, that is really powerful. All you need to do is ask Archangel Michael for protection, and you have got it made when Metatron is on the case. Okay, let's have another tarot card, please, for the sign of Virgo in this reading. Let's have another, and it'll actually be the last of the 3 tarot cards in this spread for the sign of Virgo. And it is number 0, the Fool. Right, now this is why we need to get the clearing done, because there's a new journey coming, an exciting journey, a journey of many possibilities, and a journey into the unknown, but not in a nasty way. She's really looking forward to this here. In fact, the cat here is going to have to, the tomcat here is going to have to try and persuade her not to go so hard at it, actually. She's over the river, but maybe there's another river further on that she's going to fall into. You just never know. There's a certain amount of be careful what you wish for about this card, okay? And that just means that at this moment in time, Virgo, you need to be really clear about that. Really think not just about where you're going to, but where you're coming from, because the cat is remindful of that, just like the dog in the traditional Rider-Waite Fool card. She's out in nature, and I can see lots of flowing energy. There's a good flow going on when this card comes. And although it's number 0, it's right at the beginning of the journey, it doesn't mean that the rest of life was meaningless, not at all. But it's about going on. It's a bit like a Kundalini shift, I suppose, when this card comes in at the end of the reading, because it means you're going to have the spiritual and mental resources to start making the physical effort to make changes. And that's really what you need. Okay, so let's have a shuffle again of Ask an Angel. There it is. And ask that angel, please tell us some more about number 0, the Fool, in this reading for the sign of Virgo. Tell us more, please, about number 0, the Fool for Virgo. And what we've got is, we've got hope. And there is always hope. This is one of my favourite cards, actually. And it would be, wouldn't it? Look how beautiful, look how vivid the colours are. And look how much hope there actually is in that. If we think of, this is actually an angel. This is actually Amateo. She is there. Now, okay, she's a painted representation, but she's somehow real, The angel energy is very real. People poo-poo it, but if you ask an angel to help you with something, if you've never done that before, try it. You would be amazed. It quite often doesn't happen till the very last minute because it's all about the energy of the moment and that kind of has to line up. But angels are great like that. So here's an angel playing into your life, Virgo, to help all these things happen, to help make all these differences. And let's just look at that word, hope. Okay, Virgo, so easy to lose hope. But there's a lot of hope in this card. Look, she's really dashing forward. She's really kind of loving life and getting stuck in to what she needs to do. But the first card in this is this guy who really kind of looks rather severe, and you'd better just stop doing everything really because it might cause him worry. And here is the absolute opposite, hope. Absolutely blazing with hope this card is. Look at all the colours in that. Think about your own personal creativity, Virgo, when that comes up, because you can actually make a lot of the progress you need to make yourself. Even though we're looking at the Knight of Pentacles there and the Knight of Wands as well, and those are characters that we've got to nurture and that we've got to persuade in one way or another. But you yourself are looking really golden here, Virgo. This card is coming at the end because you need to get rid of some of these obstacles, some of these blocks. But Metatron will clear them out of your way. Zadkiel says forgive. And Amatiel here says hope. And hope springs eternal. That's what you've got to hang on to because there is always hope. See, people feel hopeless. People feel as if there's no hope. But there absolutely is always hope. Okay, I'm going to wind it up. I'm going to leave it there. I usually go on for 13 minutes, but I do stop when the flow of energy and information stops. So I'm leaving it there. Thanks very much for watching, Virgo. And everyone else who's watching, by the way. Have a fantastic week. I'll be along again soon. Don't forget to subscribe, tap that bell. Check out my channel. There are squillion videos on my channel now that you can check out. Thanks for all your support. Leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. We'll share the journey. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Blah, blah, blah. Have a great week, Virgo. And I'll see you again soon. Peace.